Alright, y'all, what's going on? We are Big Chillin' here, using a team not built by myself. We are using a team built by one of our good friends and viewers, Rand Hacker. I tried my best, Rand. I tried to say it, okay? Especially because I'm not actually looking at it right now. You know? But our good friend Rand ended up hitting rank number 1 on last season's ladder with this very deadly team they built, centered around Trick Room and bulky threats. So we have like min speed Regidrago. Excuse me, I don't actually know if it's IVs or min. It's just no speed investment Regidrago. Excuse me, no speed investment Urshifu. I didn't check the Landorus, but I think it's also no speed investment. So, you know, we've got some slow, good Pokemon paired with Trick Room, and we've got some pretty scary stuff to do with it, right? So, you know, we did recently hit 900 subscribers. You might say that we're celebrating 900 subscribers with starting to use teams built by other people. So, if you care to have a team featured by me, you want me to try one of your teams, feel free to, you know, join my Discord and suggest it to me or leave it in the comments. You know, I'll take a look and think about if I want to try it. I'm still waiting on someone else to send me their team, so if you're watching this, you know, send me that quadruple genie team. We talked about it, but you didn't send me the code. I need the code, my guy. So, we're going to be trying Rand's rank number 1, Regidrago Armorogue Trick Room team that he hit rank number 1 on the ladder with, which I think I just said like twice, so I've definitely said it more than twice in general, but you get what I'm saying. So, yeah, thank you to Rand for letting us try this. Do consider giving a like and subscribe to the channel if you are watching and you are not already. We appreciate y'all. And, yeah, definitely consider suggesting me teams, because if you have a team you want to try, you know, I definitely look forward to using it. And if you know me, I really don't use teams that are not my own very often. So it will be a challenge for me in that sense, because I'm not as comfortable piloting teams I didn't build, but we do know that this is a very strong team, right? Excuse me. So we have Rain Dance Shenanigans. Got it. I think I kind of want to just start Landorus and Indeedee, switch in Regidrago, and then have Armorogue in the back. What's the threat? The threat is that technically my best play is to lead this, right? And then to bring these two in the back. Because if I lead Follow Me Trick Room, I guarantee Trick Room, right? And that's ultimately... it's going to be important for what I'm doing, right? Like, they do have Rillaboom, so they have the ability to reset the terrain. Excuse me. I really don't love this. Ooh. That's rough. I'm gonna click Trick Room, and I'm just gonna click Ivy Sigil. This is rough because... Right, so they actually do that. And they do that. Okay, good. So that's never the right play if you're my opponent, unfortunately for them. We will go for Trick Room. Yeah, you always still target Indeedee if you're my opponent, so... We'll bring in Regidrago here. And... I think it's going to be pretty important to just click Follow Me and Dragon Energy. I think Helping Hand Dragon Energy is technically the correct play, right? But I just don't know what we should expect my opponent to do. Like, if they have Protect, that's good. I really don't think they do, honestly. They withdraw. If they have Focus Sash, this is really bad for me. Oh my god, they're gonna double swap. Do you believe that? Alright. Alright. Excuse me. I am gonna click Follow Me Draco Energy again. The main reason I'm doing this is that we don't need extra output to hit the Chiyu, and in fact we don't have any hitting moves to hit Chiyu with right now. So we're being a little bit disbenefited by having Indeedee on the field right now because we can't just safely bring in our... They actually have Fairy Tera. They literally have Fairy Tera. Crazy. Yikes. Okay, we need Trick Room to keep going. Okay. We go for... Technically we go... Could I lose by doing this is my question. I can lose if they have Sash. So I have to go for the Armor Cannon. And the Terra Blast. I'm just concerned that they can get out of this if they have us Protect Sash. So there is the chance that I didn't need to go for that, but if they lived the Expanding Force, that would have been extremely bad for me. And we have Focus Sash, actually, so that will keep us in this. So they live, but they go for Dark Pulse. If they have Snarl, they can still win. Which makes this difficult, right? Okay, so they don't have Protect, which means we win. Oh my god, dude. That was a freaking duke it out game. Like, that really was. There was no guarantee. Not getting that KO was really unfortunate for us. But I didn't feel like expanding force was the correct play. Like, I just didn't. So GG's. You have to really, like, be aware of the fact that the team has that and, like, play with that in mind, right? Okay. So, again, I feel the need to start this. I know we need this technically. And then we can bring Landorus. I just don't know if it's actually the best last option. Fire Terra, Stomping Tantrum. Okay. It's either that or Urshifu in this one, and I don't feel comfortable with Urshifu because they have Iron Hands, right? So, like, if I'm setting up Trick Room, I need to be able to pressure what they have on the field. So they do ultimately start what I would consider to be their best start. The nice thing about this is that if they click U-turn, I don't really care. So, like, I can pretty comfortably just click Trick Room and also click, I will Ivy Sigil the Landorus. I don't like Landorus. Yeah, that's fine. So one of the things to keep in mind about this scenario is that I will ultimately have to be really careful about how I'm playing, right? Because, like, I can just switch in Landorus technically, and then, like, Ivy Sigil, I guess. I don't know if that's, like, my best play. I like how passive it is, because it lowers their attack, right? It doesn't feel like my best play necessarily, but it feels like it's getting me somewhere. They do click Drain Punch. They're probably going to Spirit Break too. Okay, so in this case, I could Swords Dance. We'll go for Spirit Break again. We go for the Stomping Tantrum, which does not hit. We go for Swords Dance. We go for Stomping, and we go for one leech. I don't necessarily know if avoiding Landorus right now is the right thing to do. They do, however, switch out Landorus. So if they're switching in hands, it's fine. I don't love this. That helps, let's be honest. Because we do want this damage really bad into the hands. Like, that's pretty much no damage, but it is some damage, which helps. I still don't think we're winning though, so we need to be really careful here. They bring out Goldango. I'm playing really aggressive. Okay. Alright, that is kind of bad. I think I'm gonna lose because let's think. How can I win here? We knocked out that. If I go for... I just think this loses me the game, unfortunately. So the only way we win is if we live this, and even if we live it, it's not guaranteed, right? So they are going to withdraw hands, which I think is bad for me. And they're going to go for Water Terror, so technically that's good for me, right? The Shadow Ball's really bad. We do live it. The crazy thing is that I actually could have clicked wide guard, but it wouldn't have got me out of this. So we need to live the drain punch. We do. The only way that I think we can win this is if they're slower than us, right? Which I don't really think is gonna happen. If I went for the Ivy Sudgel crit and the wide guard, that might get us out of it, but I don't guarantee it. That sucks. We just lost. So, because we were faster than them, I could have won by clicking Horn Leech and... Well, actually, no, because we don't know if Horn Leech would have got the KO, right? So I'll go for the Horn Leech. They make the correct play, which is really crappy. Because I could have just won, right? Like, I could have just won. The thing that's... God dang. Like, technically I could have Horn Leeched the hands, it just didn't feel like a good play, right? So it was close. I mean, I still think, like, there was some plays I could have made better, and it's ultimately because, like, it's not my team, right? So we'll try to give it one more and see what happens. There's certain Pokemon that not running Protect just, like, is really not good feeling, right? So... I'm trying to think here. Again, they have Rillaboom. We've literally faced Rillaboom in every single match. Like, and that should kind of tell you something. I do not know what to do here. Like, I guess technically I should be starting Armorogue a lot more because Armorogue is the one that can click the buttons, right? But I think in this case I'm probably just going to start this and bring this in the back with... I mean, we have to Terra, right? Like, that's the problem. We literally have to Terra this. And if we don't, how do we win? I don't know. I don't know. So they'll start Melodic and Sinistra. I think that makes a lot of sense. Something we can technically do is just click Helping Hand Dragon Energy. They should click Icy Wind here. I really don't think they'll have Ice Beam. Bro. Why would you do that? Like... Of course. So we will do a very small amount of damage. That I am perfectly fine with. The red card just might win us the game. Because this team's biggest problem is positioning. So we go for Follow Me, and we go for Expanding Force. I do think that technically we had the chance to go for Trick Room here, right? So like, I could have just gone for Follow Me Trick Room. Ultimately, that was probably our best play. But I don't know how my opponent gets out of this. They will go for Scald. We will go for Expanding Force. I'm gonna go for Heal Pulse and switch back in Regidrago. This is scary. So, like, we're kind of profiting off of them right now, which isn't really great for us. I'm gonna go for Trick Room, and I'm gonna go for... Like, I'd love to just click Focus Energy, but I don't really feel like I can, right? Like, I definitely have the, like, pressure to do it, though. So if anything loses us this game, it'll be not taking out Sinistra this turn. I think because we have Landorus, we're ultimately still in a good position because we click Focus Energy, we bring out Landorus. We actually kind of have to go for a U-turn here, which is a little unfortunate, but whatever. We go for U-turn, we go for Dragon Energy. Not really a winning play, unfortunately for them. But they will protect Sinistra. So we'll KO Kamo O. Now they only have Milotic, Sinistra, and Rillaboom. I gotta think. Because they can bring out Milotic. But the nice thing is that Milotic isn't going to get to do anything, right? So technically I could try to stop their Icy Wind right now. I don't feel like it's my best play. I want to just go for U-turn and go for the Terra Steel Dragon Energy Conduit. No, I just want to go for Dragon Energy. They're actually faster than me, which is crazy. We go for the U-turn. The single target Draco Meteor or Dragon Energy will still do a decent bit here. Having the Icy Wind go into Armrogue is not necessarily good. So I do think I should have clicked Draco Meteor, and that is the one thing that will possibly lose us this game. The one good thing we have going for us is that we can go technically Terra Fire or Terra Psychic, Trick Room, switch into Regidrago. Or I mean switch into Landorus. It feels like a bad play. needed to just Draco Meteor them when I had the chance, man. Alright, so we can still win this, right? This is scary, but we can win. We have to go for Armor Cannon. We have to hope they haven't Terra'd already. And we go for Stomping Tantrum. I am confident in the Armor Cannon getting the KO. If they do have a Terror to get them out of it, however, I should have Stomping Tantrum the Rillaboom, right? So I do think there's a chance I'm going to lose this. I haven't been keeping track of what's happening, and that's really the disbenefit here, right? So let's see if they have Fire Terra. Dragon Terra. So this is pretty bad. They'll go for the Scald. They'll go for the Wood Hammer. And then it comes down to if Dragon Energy can win us this game, right? If Wood Hammer doesn't KO, we have even bigger chance here, right? Unfortunately, though, $100, $112. Okay, so I did make the right play. But now we need to be able to KO a Rillaboom with Draco Meteor. Which I don't think is impossible, but... Okay, so... Alright. Jeez, man. Oh my god. So, like... incredibly sloppy to some degree. Like, it's really difficult for me to use a team that I didn't make. But I think we did show, like, what it can do. And so, yeah, I mean, like, I enjoyed it. I can definitely, like, give my feedback on what I think of the team, right? But... ultimately, it comes down to the way that I was playing with the team, you know. So let's just jump into the ranked, the rental codes and talk about it. So I will be cutting a match out of this video, just because it didn't necessarily go super well. So yeah, we'll be cutting a match out of the video, but all in all, I mean, I understand the way the team works. I'm sure it can be a very good team, but based on the current meta, which, to be honest, has changed pretty significantly since Rand made this team, I don't feel super comfortable using this team a lot of the time. Like, we have Armorogue Indeedee, which we can technically do Follow Me Trick Room, right? But there is a lot of Arcanines running around. And so, in the presence of Arcanine, sure, you can click Wide Guard Trick Room, but in a lot of instances, they will just call that and click Flare Blitz, right? And so it does become a huge guessing game. The fact that I forgot that Ogerpon does not have Follow Me lost us multiple games, because in my mind, Ogerpon having Follow Me would be a really good way to have a supplemental assurance of Trick Room, right? Like, Armorogue Indeedee is just not always going to be the best lead if you want to preserve Armorogue. So you have Follow Me Ogerpon, you try to profit a little. For me personally, not having an attacking move on Indeedee was not something I was able to get good success out of. I think we did use every move that Indeedee has, which is something to be said, right? Like, we got great use out of Heal Pulse. We technically got good use out of Helping Hand. We used Follow Me, right? And so, inherently, like, we're using every move on Indeedee, but by not having the ability to do damage with Indeedee, there was a few times where it was like, ooh, like, I'm just quite not doing enough, right? Like, but, like, that's definitely not, like, the thing that I was struggling with the most on the team. Not having Protect on Regidrago was definitely a little difficult for me. So if I was gonna make this team like a team that I would feel more comfortable piloting, like the suggestions that I would have is just dropping Scope Lens for like Protect and Dragon Fang. Dropping Swords Dance on Ogerpon for Follow Me. Maybe you could drop Superpower. I know Rand said that Superpower is really useful for dealing with like King Gambit and Heatran, which I do agree with quite a lot. So you do have Superpower. However, I didn't find Swords Dance super useful. We did get a match where it almost got us out of things, but I didn't play that one necessarily correctly, right? And besides that, yeah, I mean, I think the team functions the way you need it to, right? Like, I'd like Protect on Regidrago personally. I'd like Follow Me on Ogerpon, maybe also Protect on Ogerpon. I would like a hitting move on Indeedee. I would really like Urshifu or Landorus to be Scarfed, because based on the way this Urshifu plays, I didn't find the ability to use it. And it's really because if you look at the breakdown of the teams that we faced, it's like, what did we face, right? We faced Arcanine Goldengo cores like pretty much every single match. We faced Rillaboom every single match. And the only way that we would be able to really utilize Urshifu into some of those is like if Rillaboom's not on the field and we have a Scarf Urshifu, right? So we can start like Indeedee and we can click Trick Room plus Water Terra Surging Strikes or something, right? And then just hard swap Urshifu, and then once we run out of Trick Room, we still have a Scarf Urshifu, right? So like, I think if the meta wasn't becoming as centralized as it is currently, which is technically like 3 or 4 weeks after Rand built this team, the team would definitely be really scary. we also had somebody recently release a Choice Scarf Regidrago plus size spam team, and because of that, people are a little bit more prepared to face size spam Regidrago. And while this isn't the same version as that, it does mean that it's a little harder to play, right? So all in all, I like the team. Definitely, if you have any teams to suggest to me, I will try them. I don't guarantee perfect success. You know, we're going to have a 2-2 in this video, which I think really just reflects my not comfortability with the team. But I do like the team a lot. Thank you for sending it in, Rand. We are as boys, as I like to say. And yeah, you know, hope you guys enjoyed it, as I probably already said like 5 times, and have a good one, y'all. Send me your teams. Send the teams.